All right, so I'm here making another video, guys. Basically, I'm just going to talk to you while I'm popping my nails on because I'm in the middle of getting ready to go to a event. So, like, I'm pretty excited about this. Should be fun. I'm not putting any expectations. I'm literally going to socialize, to just get out of the house, to meet people, to see if I can meet some friends. But yeah, so my one friend, she opened a new studio because she's a photographer. So I'm gonna go with some of my stuff that I sell and dressing up for Halloween, basically. We're going to have some beverages and it should be a nice time. Hopefully, I sell some stuff. So basically, I am making this video because I've been talking lately a lot about how basically every manifestation coach and like everyone who knows anything and is actually successful in life is always talking about this other energy that co-creates with you. So I mean, I've talked about this for so long and I feel like I've been able to like give people advice but yeah, so I'm in this other class. This lady is a 7-figure business and pleasure coach. And so I'm in this 5-day class with her. And she's again kind of reiterating the way you feel like there's an unexplainable good feeling when when something's right for you, or you're interested, you're passionate about something, it's a good choice to make, etc. And I'm thinking to myself, you know I'm not saying I'm not tapped in every day to these great good feelings, but for a little while there, I was doing pretty good with the positivity and really keeping up on like maintaining the positivity and like getting those feelings. And I just remember like even just talking about not relationships today, not even talking about the whole love attracting a specific person or relationship thing today. I'm just strictly talking about business success. When I when I heard that this company I joined, right? I got those feelings. I got these like lit up feelings. And they're saying, "Oh, well, you got to have those good feelings first of all because that's the universal energy wanting to co-create with you, you know?" And so I would feel this energy and I was like getting these excited feelings, like true good feelings about, oh my gosh, I'm so lit up right now. I would feel like really expansive and like really, you know, like there was a force guiding me to make these decisions to do this. And so when I get those feelings, okay, I'm jumping in, I'm joining, I'm really excitedly designing my business page and like doing all the things. And, I'm trying to maintain that perfect balance that everyone talks about okay, you got to have that energy behind you, but you can't be too passive. You got to have the great idea, but then you have to also back it up with real actions and real work. And so, I was having all those good feelings, and a lot of the time I was having these excited feelings while I was like making my pictures and making all my little my Instagram, my new business Instagram, and all this stuff, talking to people about it, like reaching out, like, oh my gosh, like, like genuine passion, genuine excitement. And like, so I'm doing all the things, and I'm not just thinking, oh, well, my good feeling is going to get me there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to like put in some work, put in like the effort. And like, aligned effort is what they all call it, doing the aligned effort. These nails look freaking fabulous. I'm about to be wearing a purple princess dress. Anyway, so I'm doing all this stuff. I'm creating the business pages. I'm doing really like what I feel is like very eye candy looking posts. I'm making sure that I'm consistent. The consistency is the key. Running with this good feeling, attempting to, doing this like co-creating, right? Like, if it's meant to be, things will fall into place, etc. I got these beliefs down. I'm here. I'm doing this to create abundance. I'm creating success. Like all that stuff, right? But it's like I've been doing this since April. And I've got 3 sales. 3. And I'm thankful for those people, but come on now. Like, really? I mean, this is not a success. Like, I'm hoping that I can meet some people tonight. Anyways, I've put together all these really cute sample bags with some of the best-selling products and a couple of my favorites. So everyone's going to get a free sample bag, and I'm going to have them like my page, but I just feel like, how long do you just, keep on going or whatever? It's like, were my feelings off? Like, I felt genuinely excited and kind of guided, like, oh, the universe is like leading me to this. Like, and that's what the coach today said. She said, when you get that good feeling, like you're almost just being pulled in this direction, like, and I had that feeling. Like, I wouldn't have just decided to do something if I didn't feel like it was a great idea, And so now I'm just wondering, all right, well, let's see, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 7 months. So I've been plugging away for 7 months. And like, I'm not getting the results, like, at all that I was hoping for. And like, at first, I felt so motivated. I felt like I was like on fire, like ready to help and inspire other women. And like, at the beginning, people did see, like, I don't know, everyone's like, oh, you're very inspiring. Like, I was getting people excited, but like nothing's happening. So that's, but it's like, it's not happening for me, but like I can clearly see it's happening for other people. Like, I'm watching other people who joined either, there's like, okay, so it's a new company, and I'm not even trying to promote in this video. I'm literally just talking about spiritual aspects of like manifesting abundance, right? 8,000 people joined the company back in April. So it's been 7 months in. Several people are having like massive success with this, right? And I can see a lot of them online. I can see people being supported, but like, I don't feel that I'm supported. And like, I hate that feeling. Like, honestly, for real. Like, it's really making me feel like either I just downright suck, or people just hate me, or there's like this other third thing that, do I have abundance blocks? But it's like, let's get honest here. If I've been doing so much healing, like so much, introspection and personal growth, like I do this shit very like seriously, I do a lot of things to clear out any blocks to abundance or whatever, if I have ancestral karma. But see, that's a thing. A lot of people in my family, my relatives, people I'm related to, not really family, but they're very successful. They're actually really successful at business. And so again, I'm labeled piece of shit, whatever. I suck, And it's like, well, I'm starting to just kind of see it for the reality, like, okay, yeah, I've gotten 3 sales, and each of those sales was not even $100 each. Like maybe one was like 110 and the other one's like 40 or 60, like I'm not getting people on my link shopping, and there's really no reason for that. People should be buying this stuff because it's fucking amazing shit, right? So that's where I'm coming back to, okay, is it me? Am I not really meant to be doing the business that I like? And this is where I get all confused again and like unsure on what to even do or whether or not to continue, because I love it, but if I'm not getting supported, what does it matter what I love? I can shop for myself and not waste time taking pictures, making posts, posting my link, but again, creating pictures, that's fun for me. I enjoy that. It gives me something to do, especially because I'm here as a stay-at-home mom. I do a lot of sitting with my kids, especially when they're watching like stuff they want to watch on TV. And I love that we can all spend time together in the same room, but like everyone has their own personal interests. If a couple of them are watching a certain show, maybe a different one's on a tablet, I can be on my phone doing what I'm doing. And that's what I like to do. I enjoy pictures, I enjoy creativity, So I'm also the type who needs social interaction. So I feel like because so much of my existence is truly like living hell and so sad, and like that's all I would talk about. If I'm able to like not talk about that, and I'm able to actually talk about something physical that I love, like a bar of soap, like I can talk about how amazing a bar of soap smells, or how amazing a bar of soap makes my skin feel. And I don't have to think about how much of a broken heart or how much loneliness I have to endure daily and nightly. That doesn't even come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a way to get me productive about something else and not just be a dark cloud, because I don't want to be a dark cloud, but the fact of the matter is I'm like just in constant pain because of my circumstances. And I keep trying to manifest new circumstances, but then I also just try to sit back and surrender and say, okay, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But like, that's an awful thing to think about sometimes, because sometimes people go through like horrendous, horrific traumas, and then you're telling them, oh, well, it's meant to be. It happened for a reason. Well, what the fuck's the reason? Because my life is fucked. So what's the reason that I go through this shit, right? So, I mean, I don't necessarily like to say that, especially to people who are like suffering greatly. Like, especially these people who lost their homes to the hurricanes. It's like, stop trying to like maybe see a bright side or everything happens for a reason. Like, no, can you just sometimes just say, okay, this is horrible. I am so sorry that you are going through this. Is there anything I can do to help? And probably not. It's also very hard to watch and see that. And it's like, you don't want to bury your head in the sand and pretend like it's not happening, but also you're basically helpless because you're on the other side of the phone. So you're helpless to actually help those people. Now, if something happened 2 streets over, yeah, I would probably hop on my bike, bring people water bottles, do what I could, offer to maybe help pets or babysit kids, or, you know, anything that I could do, I probably would do. But when something's so far away and you're witnessing people going through this massive destruction, it's horrible. I mean, you're heartbroken just seeing them have to go through that, you know? And it's like, I'm heartbroken for myself every day, because obviously it's a very painful thing to have children but not a family, you know, to be a stay-at-home mom but no husband is here. It's very, there's an emptiness, and it's a constant grief, a hole that needs to be filled that's never filled, you know? So it's like, I do what I gotta do, you know? But I think it's really nice to be able to just talk about something that's not so deep, okay? So, like, some people might think it's stupid, but if I can talk about how much I love my lipstick color, or how much I love the smell of a certain lotion, like, that is 2 minutes of time that I'm exiting out of my extreme grief and emotional pain. And so, you know, I really like to try to make a new identity, you know? Do I love being a mom? Yeah, I love being a mom. But I don't like being that single mom, an abandoned and abused single mom. Like, that sucks. Let's just say it how it is. It fucking sucks. And I think that's why a lot of people don't want kids, because they're seeing how these men are. Not all of them, obviously. If you have a great man who loves you and provides for you, then your experience as a mother is going to be joyful. It's going to be filled with happy, beautiful memories, you know? There's no one coming around here making a beautiful Christmas memory. There's no one coming around here, hey, family, let's go to dinner. Like, there's none of that. Like, so it's 2 different experiences for single moms and moms who are loved. And that is facts. You can't argue that fact. 2 different experiences. One is survival while you're drowning, and the other is a life fulfilled, full of thriving and beauty. Okay? So that's what it is. And realistically, it's just very frustrating when like, you want to just take yourself out of one experience and plant yourself into a completely different experience. And I mean, I've done the studying and courses about manifesting a different reality, but for some reason it didn't work for me. Like, I am still very, very single. I was, when I left, well, I can't even say left. I was abandoned. I chose to leave an abuser multiple times. I've had to leave an abuser. This last time, I truly believed that when I left that, or he abandoned me and I had to leave because of the abuse, I really believed I was just going to meet some amazing soulmate, and there it is. He's going to love my kids like they were his own. We'd go on to maybe have a couple more of our own together. I'd have a big, happy family. I would be loved. I'd be a wife. I wouldn't have to worry about the stuff that single moms have to worry about every single day. I'd be able to sleep peacefully at night knowing I have a protector in the house. I'd be warm, cuddled up in his arms. My kids would be happy because there's actually a dad here to like make things more fun, Like, how dads are. Like, you got a good dad and it's a fun time. There's smiles. Like, things are better, and 10 years down the road later, that shit never happened. And like, you see these memes and stuff that people will post. They're like, oh, as soon as you know you deserve better, boom, the universe delivers. Or like, ladies, there's men out there that will. There's men out there, stop settling for dusty bums when there's men out there that will love your children like their own, and you can have a real family. Like, okay, but that never happened for me. Like, and I really thought it would. Like, obviously, it sucks that all these years later, I am literally still sitting in the broken ass shambles that this dude left me in. So, like, I don't know if this gives him satisfaction to know that, oh, I'm just not shit, right? Like, I'm just not shit. I never elevated nothing. I never, like, found a beautiful relationship or happiness, I'm worse off than I was, even though I was under abuse and neglect in a horrible situation. Obviously, a man in the house doing the man things, I can't compete with that. I'm just one girl. Like, I cannot compete with that. So, like, yeah, like, nothing got better. Things actually probably got worse. And so I just feel really like, I feel like a complete fucking failure. And that's what my videos were about, like 3 and 4 videos down. I feel like everybody gets this fucking idea about life, and for some reason I'm too fucking retarded to get it. Or, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what. That's obviously if I knew what, But so, yeah, like I said, coming back to this business thing and this course now that I'm in for another 5-day course to learn how to manifest abundance. Basically, she's just saying stuff I already have heard, but still I'm not grasping. Like, those feelings that I had that I was right to jump in this business. Like, were those fake? Were those fake feelings? Like, kind of like the fake in love that I thought I was with guys that didn't even care about me. Like, that's so it's a very, very it's a very conflicting and just a shitty feeling, let's just be real here. Some things suck. And I think a lot of people want to gloss over things that just downright suck with toxic positivity. And toxic positivity is like, I have felt truly like, I went through a very long period of time where I truly felt like, okay, hey, I'm striving for this. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm making sure to not let, um, you know, all the single mom experiences like define who I could possibly be in the future. I'm thinking, okay, I can be good at business. Like, I'm getting real excited about like, oh, let me get these sample bags, or oh, I'm gonna use this today and I'm gonna post about it, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna reach people. But like, let's be real here. 7 months in, I post on my Instagram almost every day. I don't think I've gotten one fucking like. Like, that shit sucks. It hurts. I mean, it's like, what, do you guys hate me? You don't want to buy from me? You don't want to like any of my pictures, my art? I consider anytime I create pictures or whatnot, I consider that to be my art, just along with like how I do any of my other stuff. And so I'm thinking, okay, what, my pictures aren't good enough for you to like? Like, what I'm speaking about doesn't sound good enough for you to try? Like, that shit, it makes me just feel like a downright failure, period, And I don't want to feel like that. So, I don't really know what to do, basically. So, yeah, I did feel that real feeling, I thought, being pulled, being inspired, but nothing happened. Nothing's happening. I'm not getting sales on a daily basis or even a weekly basis, and everything I have is because I bought it, not because I earned any of it, like from being a good business person. So I'm kind of, that co-creation energy that I'm speaking of, I am just not sure if I am able to harness it, or if it's only available to certain people, or if that energy just has it out for me, or if there's something in me still that is somehow repelling the co-creation abundance, or I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I keep wanting to just give up because I feel like everything I'm doing is so completely futile. But then if I give up, I'm just going to stay stuck where I am. But then when I keep doing things, I'm still just stuck where I am. So none of it makes sense. Nothing makes any sense to me at all. And I think, would I rather just be stuck where I am, not doing shit, which I could do, or would I rather stay stuck where I am, basically kicking and screaming, trying to get out of where I am? It's like, it's like a bug in a cup. If there was a tiny little bug in this cup at the top of the water, would it kick and try to get out, knowing that it's never going to jump out of this cup? Or would it just simply float there and allow it to just never do anything other than swim in this cup and die in this fucking cup until somebody came along and maybe saved it and, flung it out of there? Well, is there no one to come around and pick me up and fling me out of this shit, right? So if I don't keep striving to get myself out, but what's the point if I'm never going to make it? If I'm never going to make it, right? So this is all conflicting, confusing, dumb shit. So yeah, I'm talking about it.